Secondary school math students, when should you be writing 5SF, 3SF, 1DP, or nearest sense? This is the question that I get asked almost every single day by my students that I tutor at my math tuition center. So let's get this fixed once and for all. So whenever it comes to the precision of your answers, I would say that the first rule is to always follow the precision as stated by the question. So precision given by the question, if provided. So I would say if provided. So if the question specifically states, leave your answer in 1DP, 3DP, 5DP, or even 1SF, right? The question context is king. So if the question states a specific precision, then everything else that I'm about to mention after this portion no longer is important. So we will always follow the context of the question. Context is king, right? But for questions that don't provide you with the precision, right? They just ask you to solve it. Then that is where we'll follow this set of rules over here. So as a rule of thumb, 5SF is for your intermediate working. So what I mean by intermediate working is that it's not your final answer, but the value is a part of the step that you need for the next step. So when I say 5SF is for those values that are in between the steps, used in between the steps that lead up to the final answer. And typically speaking, for your final answer, it can be or it should be represented in either one of these three formats. 3SF is for generally any value that you deal with, whereas for 1DP is specifically for angles, more specifically for degrees. So in Sec 3, you will learn a different set of units for angles called radians, and radians will fall under 3SF. But for degrees, it will be specifically 1 decimal place. And last but not least, nearest sense will be for any value that is in the dollar notation, right? So if you have dollars, nearest sense will always be the safest bet. If it's not money, if it's not degrees, always conform to 3SF. And for intermediate workings, 5SF. So this is really the general rule of thumb. If you follow this, you won't lose any more marks to precision errors or rounding off errors anymore. If you're a secondary school student or even a JC student watching this, and if you're looking for math tuition classes to score the A1 and also get all your questions like this clarified before you sit for your exam, WhatsApp this number over here and I'll send you the details to my classes at my center, and I hope to see you in my classes very soon where we help you score your A1.